News Channel 12 at 6 starts now.
The sight of ice glazed over eastern North Carolina. Thousands of folks without power. Many might not see light and heat back on until tomorrow evening. Temperatures dipping below freezing leave a chance for black ice overnight. We get the answers from officials on what they're doing to keep us safe. Stay with us as we continue to alert you and your family to any severe weather danger. And welcome to News Channel 12 at 6. I'm Wes Goforth.
And I'm Valentina Wilson. We've been busy monitoring the falling temperatures, icy conditions, and wide-scale power outages all day today. More on those outages in a moment. But first, let's get to a check of the conditions outside from Storm Track 12 meteorologist Jonathan Wendt.
Hey guys, the good news is all of the watches and warnings, advisories here in eastern North Carolina has now been allowed to cancel. However, we're still going to be dealing with the potential for some black ice. And basically, black ice, what you need to watch out for, it looks like wet roads. However, as soon as you go over it, it's ice, you slide, and it can come up on you really quickly. So black ice is a thin ice coating. It has the same color as wet roads. So if you think it's wet, it's not. It's ice, and it happens to be mainly on the bridges and overpasses. However, that does pose the greatest threat, but we are starting to see some of that sleet and freezing rain on the roadways that will be refreezing overnight tonight. So make sure you caution when you're driving. Right now, we're not seeing any precipitation. However, we have been getting some reports out there of some snow flurries kind of falling on. So if you have any reports, let us know. Right now, temperatures are well below freezing, 28 to 30 degrees, and we're going to be going colder than that overnight tonight. And we've got a bitterly cold week ahead of us. I'll explain all about that coming up here in just a bit.
Developing in Lenoir County tonight, Houston police investigate a pair of afternoon shootings. The first happened about 1 o'clock this afternoon at 305 South Atkins Street. Officers found that apartment 16B had been hit with gunfire. Less than a half hour later, police responded to a call of a person shot at 1103 Pollock Street. A male victim was taken to Lenoir Memorial and then on to Vidant Medical Center in Greenville. No name or condition on that victim just yet. Police continue to investigate both shootings.
And back to the storm. Our ice storm caused a lot of power outages across much of the area tonight. Thousands of customers lost power this morning. Some might not get it back until tomorrow afternoon or evening. Outages have hit Craven County especially hard today. News Channel 12's Amber Roberts is live in an area where residents still don't have power. Amber?
That's right, Rest. Just down the street, there are some people who are impacted by the loss of power. Out here by the bridges in Craven County, there will be a storm on the roadway. This winter storm is not a lot of fun for people without power.
The hardest thing is losing the power and absolutely freezing.
Just ask Marsha Thompson in Craven County.
You know, 68 all of a sudden drops to 48, all of a sudden drops to 28, and you are freezing. I have probably 8 layers of blankets on me.
Because she doesn't know when she'll get that power back on, she's making a run for it to find a place with heat and electricity. Some power providers in Craven County say it could be as late as Wednesday for homes in the area to get power back.
No refrigerator, no water, no nothing.
You can blame the ice for the almost 13,000 customers in eastern Carolina that went without power. The weather is to blame for all of these power outages here in eastern Carolina. The ice forming on the trees is breaking the branches and weakening the limbs. Here's an example right here. Trees are weakening and becoming tangled in the power lines. That's the main cause for the outages. Crews spent today untangling them. Providers such as Duke Energy trying their best to get the power cut back on.
We certainly understand that it is inconvenience for our customers to be without service, and our crews will continue to work until every customer is restored.
Homes without power, stoplights that don't work, and for some, even a pet loss.
I lost my angelfish. We've had her for about like 4 months now.
The tropical fish had to be in at least 75-degree water, and when the power went out,
just that huge of a drop in temperature when the power went out, just like almost instantly killed her.
Day 1 of the storm is almost over, but eastern Carolinians gear up for day 2. As we move forward this evening, the freezing rain that we saw come down overnight is going to refreeze, causing a potential for black ice on the bridges and roadways like here in Craven County. DOT did treat the roads, but drivers, if you don't have to get on them, don't, and if you do, drive very slow. Reporting in Craven County, Amber Roberts for News Channel 12.
All right, Amber, and thousands of people remain without power right now across our area. Duke Progress Energy says their hardest hit county is Craven. 1,054 people were in the dark at our last check. 808 people in Bertie County don't have power tonight, and another 729 people spread across 7 other counties are without electricity. Dominion Power is also reporting significant outages in the northern areas. 962 people in Washington County are in the dark tonight. 323 customers in Martin County do not currently have power, and another 157 people in Bertie County are without electricity, and you see that one person is Bertie, 157 is Terrell.
And we have school delays and closings for tomorrow to tell you about already tonight. For Wednesday, February 18th, here are the schools on 2-hour delay. Carteret County, Craven, Duplin County, Jones, Onslow, Pamlico County schools, all on a 2-hour delay. East Carolina University will not have night classes tonight. They will reopen tomorrow at 11 a.m. in Greenville. James Sprunt Community College has canceled night classes tonight. Will open at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning in Duplin County. Now, the schools that are closed on Wednesday: Bertie, Greene County schools, Lenoir County, Pitt County, Terrell County, Washington. You can see where that ice storm hit and the roads are still slick. Wayne County schools all closed tomorrow. The Lenoir County Community College also will be closed on Wednesday.
We followed some rough road conditions in Pitt County last night, and not much improvement in some areas. Many people had the day off from work and school today, but not everybody stayed inside. News Channel 12's Rebecca Thurston talked to folks to find out how they're coping with the cold weather.
Road conditions here in Pitt County are hardly favorable, what with at least an inch thick of ice layering the ground. But those dangerous conditions couldn't keep everyone inside. The city of Greenville is covered
It looks to me like it's pretty dangerous for people to get around
in ice.
I heard it last night around 10:30. It was just like little sleet coming down, and I'm like, oh, here it goes.
And for these smiling kids, that means only one thing.
Yay, no school!
A day to spend sledding, skating, and sliding.
They've been asking me since 7 o'clock this morning.
I'm getting ready to do my schoolwork so I could just play.
But the layers of ice are not just fun and games.
We've done 2 cars, and hopefully this will be the last one. It's been a struggle. We've been out here chipping for an hour just to get out of this mess.
For some, it was work that drew them out of the warmth of their home.
The university was going to be open and need to get there.
For another, it was a hockey game.
Ice and snow are no barrier when you're going to a game played on ice, right?
But the consensus all around is that Greenville...
This is really miserable. It's pretty slippery. I did not fall down today. Yet.
...doesn't do ice.
Hopefully it doesn't last.
And the advice I've heard over and over from law enforcement and emergency responders has been just 2 words: stay home. Reporting in Pitt County, Rebecca Thurston for News Channel 12.
Some important words, too. At last check, Greenville police had only reported 4 accidents since the storm began last night. Officers advise you to allow extra time for stopping and slowing down if you are heading out tonight.
And on up to Martin County, it seemed like the farther north our reporter Kyle Horan went today, the thicker the ice got on the roads. The plows were out, the tow trucks were out. Here's what he found.
If you drove through Williamston today, you've probably found yourself riding on a sheet of ice. Even the early birds had to deal with the winter precipitation, and even though some of them took it with a cup of joe, others were chipping away at their sidewalks.
I don't think it's going to be many things open, though.
On any particular morning in Williamston, you're bound to find someone sipping coffee early inside Griffin's restaurant.
Outstanding. Better than normal.
Coffee talk to start the day off right.
I left home about 5 o'clock this morning, and my car was outside, so I had a real hard time getting into it because it was froze up so bad.
There was a lot of big old limbs laying out. We had to dodge them. And there was some pine limbs hanging down that we literally had to go around. Sure did, had to get off the side of the road to go around them. We live in the country now.
It's warm in the kitchen, but outside it's freezing. A real pain in the ice, when the only thing that breaks it is a shovel.
I come out here and help my wife out a little bit. I was already bringing her to work anyway, so might as well do something to be sitting inside.
Some good news, though.
You can tell this ice is already starting to melt just by looking at it. Take a look at these pockets of air. There's water under the ice.
And even the tow truck drivers are sore. There's extra business on a day like today, but it's a lot of work.
Really, they just really need to stay home. Today and tomorrow, I know they don't want to, but if you don't, you're going to end up with one of these. And you don't want that to happen. So.
And as you can see right here, some of that ice is melting. This is starting to turn into a slushy mess. However, the Department of Transportation still says stay off the roadways. Reporting in Williamston, I'm Kyle Horan for News Channel 12.
Kyle Horan telling the story with pictures and a lot of neat sound there. That tow truck driver had some good advice too. He says to take along a blanket and some water, so if you do get stuck, hopefully not struck, you'll be prepared. And yes, he said it, a pain in the ice.
Yes.
A pain in the ice.
Really good report there. Well, we continue our coverage of winter weather around eastern North Carolina. Coming up just a bit later, we take you to Duplin County, where ice was especially bad this morning.
In a few minutes, ABC News takes us around the country tonight. We, of course, are not the only ones dealing with some bad winter weather. We get the rundown right after News Channel 12 at 6.
And we are tracking below freezing temperatures. We're into the upper 20s to low 30s. We are going to fall into the lower 20s tonight, making for the potential for some black ice. I'll let you know what to expect and if we'll see any type of warm-up in the next couple of days right after the break.
Closed captioning for News Channel 12 is brought to you by Sellafor.
I'm Gene Riddle. Please make sure everyone is buckled up before you start driving, and never text and drive. Riddle and Brantley, when justice counts.
They say everything good comes in threes, like this 2015 Chevrolet Equinox with 32 miles to the gallon, 301 horsepower, and a 3-year, 36,000-mile limited factory warranty. Purchase a new 2015 Chevrolet Equinox for about $23,000 after receiving up to about $2,400 in savings and incentives. And you still get Curtis Chevrolet's exclusive lifetime powertrain warranty. Find new roads. Curtis Chevrolet. Higher standards, exceeding expectations.
The verdict is in. Judge Judy is now on News Channel 12. Watch every night starting at 7 for back-to-back episodes of America's favorite judge. All new Judge Judy, back-to-back, weeknights starting at 7, only on News Channel 12.
Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit hungry and there's nothing really good around. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit tired of living off the taste of the air. Turn around, Barry. I finally found the right snack.
Now try Fiber One protein bars with the great new taste of cookies and cream.
Get Storm Track 12 updates on 99.5 The X.
From the Blue Ridge Mountains to the Carolina coast, a new Honda is exactly what you need to do it all. So why settle for less than a Honda? Why settle for less than the Honda Civic? With standard features like a backup camera and hands-free technology, now just $159 a month. Why settle for less than Honda Accord, a car and driver 10 best for a record 29 years, only $199 a month? When you can drive America's most trusted brand with deals like this, why wait? And why settle for less than a Honda? See your Honda dealer of the Carolinas today.
In just 6 months, from the Syrian border to Cuba.
Live from the heart of historic Havana.
To the White House.
Will you visit Cuba in your final 2 years?
The newsmakers turning to us. And when American jobs are on the line, he's there. ABC's World News Tonight with David Muir. Where will he take you next?
Alerting you to severe weather danger. This is Storm Track 12 meteorologist Jonathan Wendt.
Artie, welcome back on this bitterly cold, icy cold Tuesday evening. We are going to be talking about the potential for some black ice on the roads early Wednesday morning. So your Storm Track 12 threat tracker does remain on the medium side going into Wednesday morning for the potential for some slick roads out there. Make sure you take it slow on the bridges and overpasses, and especially the secondary roads. Now, as we head into Thursday and Friday, we are going to be tracking bitterly cold temperatures. So your Storm Track 12 threat tracker will remain very high for dangerously cold wind chill readings as a strong Arctic high starts to move our way late Wednesday going into Thursday. Now, we are taking a look here at our Doppler radar. For the most part, we are dry. We have had several reports of some snow flurries flying along the coastal sections towards Swansboro, towards Beaufort area. If you are seeing some snow flurries, please email us. Let me know exactly what's going on at weather@WCTI12.com. When you kind of zoom out, we are tracking some more moisture. I don't really think that this is going to really make it all the way to the ground, but it does kind of concern me just a bit as the models aren't really doing a great job with the situation. But that is something that we are going to be tracking really closely for you, and if anything does change, I will alert you to those changes. In the meantime, as far as ice accumulations over the past 24 hours, we've had quite a bit between Edenton to Greenville, Kinston, and Cannonsville points north and west, between a quarter to a third of ice, and that is enough to cause several damages, cause the trees and power lines to snap. Between a quarter of an inch from Washington to New Bern, Richlands, and points north and west, and then further south you get towards the southern Onslow, Jacksonville, Havelock area, parts of Pamlico, just a thin glaze of that ice. Temperature-wise, 30 degrees right now in Greenville, 30 in New Bern, 28 degrees in Washington, and temperatures will slowly start to fall into the 20s. We still have the winds, and that makes it feel much colder. It feels like 19 degrees right now in Havelock. It feels like 22 in New Bern, 28 degrees in Washington. So overnight tonight, for the most part, cloudy skies and cold black ice. Again, a few spots that we'll see some snow flurries, especially along the coastal sections, 20 to 24 inland, 26 to 30 along the beaches. And then for tomorrow, a sun and cloud mixture. We will have scattered rain showers, maybe mixed with a snow flurry or two as that Arctic front moves through, but we'll warm up above freezing, 38 to 42 degrees inland, 36 to 40 along the beaches. That southwest wind, 10 to 15 miles per hour. And here's what I'm talking about. This is what I'm starting to notice here. We are probably seeing some sort of area of low pressure developing on a frontal boundary here. However, as we got our jet stream to continue to push down towards the south and that Arctic front to push on in, it should take most of that moisture with it. But this Arctic front that's going to be pushing through late tomorrow going into Thursday, not a lot of moisture with it, but it's bringing some bitterly cold temperatures, some of the coldest temperatures not only this season, but in quite some time, for several years, in fact. And we're going to be taking a look at that here over the next couple of days. So tonight you can see here, Future Track really not doing a great job on those light snow flurries along the coast, but we'll hold on to cloudy skies. Black ice will be a great possibility tomorrow morning, especially on the bridges and overpasses and the secondary roads where we've had a lot of that sleet and freezing rain in our northern counties. Now notice by around 7 o'clock, we start to see that moisture moving in, winds become gusty out there, and then really cold temperatures start to filter in as we head into your Thursday and Friday. In fact, taking a look here at those temperatures for Thursday afternoon, 24 to 22 degrees on Friday after starting off at 8 degrees, and some of the further inland spots could be even colder than that. And taking a look at some of the wind chill readings, negative teens to maybe even negative 20 in some spots Friday morning. So that is one model run, so we'll have to see exactly how that plays out, but bitterly cold temperatures coming in Thursday into Friday.
We've been getting photos and lots of calls. Luckily, we haven't heard of any major accidents or deaths in our area to report.
Yeah, there was only one fatality in the state, thank goodness. The governor alluded to it at 5 o'clock, but the roads are hazardous. Black ice tomorrow morning, so
yes,
got to watch that.
Stay warm, stay safe. Just drive carefully out there.
Okay, Jonathan, we want you to know we will alert you to severe weather danger again tomorrow morning early, beginning at 4:30.
Yes, we will. We will have reporters outside with the latest road conditions and dangers, as well as any school closings and delays. So tune in to News Channel 12 this morning at 4:30 a.m. And stay with us. We'll be right back with a check on the icy conditions in Duplin County.
Get the facts right on the latest news and weather happening in the community where you live. Follow WCTI News Channel 12 on Twitter.
It is only right that we are nonprofit and never take commissions. It is only fair that we keep rates low. And we've always held that our life insurance products should never be bound by fine print or military restrictions. At Navy Mutual, we've been serving military members and their families for over 135 years. And while much has changed, the compass that guides us never has.
WCTI News Channel 12, alerting you to severe weather danger.
When you set out to find new roads, you obsess over perfection. Evolve function, elevate form, and create the highest quality mid-size sedan. Chevrolet, the most awarded car company of 2014.
Right now, current non-GM lessees can get a 2015 Chevy Malibu LT for around $149 a month. See your Carolina Chevy dealer.
You've seen me in the national commercials. You've loved me from afar. Move over, New York City. New Bern is now home sweet home, and I'm bringing the best prices and the most inventory straight from the Kia factory. This month, I'm helping my friends at Joe Alcove's Kia of New Bern put wheels on your tax return. We'll even double your return up to $2,500, so you can use your refund and drive home today. Brand new Kia Souls, just $14,900, or lease for only $199 a month. Let Joe Alcove's Kia of New Bern and me put wheels on your tax return.
Around here, we grew up in the kitchen. We learned how to cook when our parents taught us what their parents taught them. At Bojangles, our master biscuit makers use traditional Southern recipes too, from scratch, the old-fashioned way. It's harder, but it's better. Around here, kitchens have always brought folks together, and we're going to make sure they do so for a long time to come. Head to Bojangles and get 2 made-from-scratch sausage and egg biscuits for just $3.33. Bojangles, it's Bo time.
You'll love the savings going on at Trent Cadillac Buick GMC this month. Get $5,000 cash back on select Buicks and 0% on all Buicks. Lease the 2015 Buick Verano for just $199 a month, or the Buick Enclave for just $349 a month. If you love trucks, then you are going to love the savings on Trent trucks. $7,500 off select GMC Sierras. Lease the Silverado for just $299 a month, or the hot new Canyon for just $299 a month.
And we're going to make you a customer for life, and you'll see why our people give you the edge.
Highway 70 in New Bern or Trent.com.
Thanks for staying with News Channel 12 at 6. I'm Valentina Wilson.
And I'm Wes Goforth, and familiar sights today for people in Duplin County, where the winter storm brought down trees, power outages, car crashes there as well. News Channel 12's Leland Pender was in Duplin County to get us more on the conditions.
I'm here in Keatonville in Duplin County, and I've talked with several officials today, and the biggest issue has been power outages. From Magnolia to Keatonville to Rose Hill, remnants of a winter ice storm.
You can see what happened around my house.
Trees and limbs on the ground giving in to the weight of heavy ice accumulation overnight. A 2-lane neighborhood road becomes a debris field.
And when I wake up and look out the window, I see all this mess around here.
This morning, my day began when I heard a big boom sound.
Warren Kearney of Rose Hill thinks it may have been a transformer experiencing a surge of power. He says around the same time, the lights at his house started to flicker.
I got myself together, got some coffee this morning, and then went out into the community.
These are pictures he took. Limbs down, power lines hanging from trees, and orange cones signaling drivers to turn around.
A limb that got iced down fell down, pulled the power lines down.
At M.D. Guthrie's house, a frozen tree limb brought a power line down. A post that the power line is connected to ended up putting a hole in his roof. When we caught up with him, Guthrie had been without power for hours. He was using a backup generator. We arrived on the scene just as the power company did.
Out here, and they're going to try to get us some power going. I got a construction guy coming to try to fix the roof.
At one point, thousands of Duke Energy customers were in the dark, but crews have made progress throughout the day getting the lights back on. As the ice melts and temperatures drop, comes the threat of black ice.
If you ain't got to be out here in this, don't be out here in this.
Now, I talked with the Highway Patrol. They tell me they've responded to 10 to 20 weather-related car accidents today. There was a fire in Magnolia, but that was not weather-related. In Keatonville in Duplin County, Leland Pender for News Channel 12.
Things can just snowball, compound, no pun intended there in a day like this. Crews, though, are continuing to make progress on restoring power in Duplin County tonight. We had a recent check from Duke Energy. The outage map there now showed about 180 customers still in the dark, though that is 100 customers fewer than just an hour ago. So some really good work by those crews up in the icy buckets and all over Eastern Carolina today, Val.
We will continue to get numbers throughout the night. And stay with us. We'll be right back.
WCTI News Channel 12, alerting you to severe weather danger.
The road, it can bring out the worst in people. But the M-Class scans for danger, corrects for lane drifting, and if necessary, it will even brake all by itself. It is a luxury SUV engineered to get you there and back safely. For tomorrow is another fight. The 2015 M-Class. See your authorized dealer for exceptional offers through Mercedes-Benz Financial Services.
Dr. Worth, what conditions do chiropractors treat?
Chiropractors treat people in pain. People that suffer from neck pain, back pain, and headaches. We can help with these conditions, and I can help you with diet, exercise, and lifestyle changes.
If you are in pain and need help, call Dr. Worth at 1-800-BACK-DOC.
Hi, I'm Joe McLaughlin, Farms for Real Discount Drugs. We're pleased to announce we have moved our Kate Carteret store to its new location behind Lowe's Foods on Enterprise Avenue. You will find a more convenient location with drive-through service now available to better serve you and your family. If you're tired of waiting an hour or more for your prescriptions, come experience the customer service you've been missing. We even offer online refills with our mobile app and our website. Please come by and see our new Kate Carteret facility. We believe that you'll be impressed. Real Discount Drugs, let our family take care of your family.
Wow, I'm gonna need a better truck.
Marine Chevrolet Cadillac in Jacksonville has the largest selection to help you find the best truck around. As Eastern Carolina's truck capital, Marine Chevy is the award-winning dealership to find the best truck to impress the girl of your dreams. Helping you find the perfect truck is why at Marine Chevrolet Cadillac, you'll love dealing with us.
Now, Lane Foss with News Channel 12 Sports.
All right, we're going to start on the college hardwood where the weather outside perfectly fits this year's first rivalry week between number 4 Duke and number 15 Carolina. Two teams seemingly headed in opposite directions. The Tar Heels have lost 3 of their last 4, while the Blue Devils have won 5 in a row behind the solid guard play and, of course, the dominance of Wooden Award candidate, that man there, Jaleel Okafor. Last year was Jabari Parker. Now here comes another lottery pick that Carolina will have to reckon with.
But he's very gifted. Got great feet, great hands, turns to either shoulder. He's got touch when he turns. You have to make some allowances for him.
It's going to take all 5 guys to be able to stop him, or I mean, even 2 guys to either trap him or we just got to get the ball out of his hands. To be honest with you, I mean, he's a great low post scorer. And it's just a challenge we have to be ready for.
Carolina and Duke face off tomorrow night at 9. I'm pretty excited. And speaking of UNC, former Tar Heel and Kinston High grad Reggie Bullock was recently back in town during the NBA's All-Star break, catching up with family and friends. Now, if you missed it, Bullock no longer plays for the team that drafted him, the Clippers. Traded to the Suns recently after limited minutes in LA, and he says it's going to be a fresh start in Phoenix.
It's a young team that can use some of the things that I bring to the court, my shooting ability and defense. So I just feel like I just have to just go there and continue to work and just prove the coaches and earn the time.
Now, Reggie is halfway through his 2nd year in the league. Staying on the hardwood, the ECU women are about the only thing that's hot around here right now. See what I did there, Wes? Yeah. Winners of 4 straight, the ladies take the court tomorrow night against SMU. And Jada Payne's been a major cog in the Pirates' wheel, and now she's closing in on 1,000 career points during her time at ECU. The one-time LaSalle transfer was asked about the milestone.
Yeah, I'm just happy that I'm doing it here at ECU. I love it here, and I'm just happy to be here.
That's big time. She's doing in less than 2 years what people typically take a career over 4 to do, and she is an incredible talent.
All right, and Jada's just 9 points away from 1,000, so she'll most likely get that tomorrow night. All right, that's going to do it for your sports at 6. More News Channel 12 after the break.
More excitement. More adventure. More tunes. More versatility. America's most exciting lineup is at your local Nissan store now. And now's the best time to get yours.
For a limited time, get up to $1,000 bonus cash on top of existing offers on select Nissan models.
Get to Nissan now. Bonus cash and soon.
Shop ChooseNissan.com. Innovation that excites.
If you've been injured on the job, The interruption in regular paychecks can be devastating to your family. Don't rely on the insurance company or your employer to be looking out for your best interest. At Riddle & Brantley, we built JusticeCounts.com so you can spend all the time you need having your questions answered or have a live chat 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Your family is counting on you, and you can count on us. Call 1-800-JUSTICE. Riddle & Brantley, when justice counts.
When my dad was young, he remembers his parents talking around the supper table. One lesson they taught him, and he has passed down to his children and grandchildren, is there are two kinds of products. One is made to eat and enjoy, the other is made to sell on price. For over 94 years, our family has produced an all-natural quality product for our customers. Nice is American family owned and operated, and we think that makes our products better.
Experience the new Buick lineup during Parker Buick's GMC's President's Day event. Now through March 2nd, get $5,000 total cash back on select Buicks like the tech-savvy 2015 Buick Verano, starting at $19,305 after cash back, or experience full-size luxury in the 2015 Buick LaCrosse. Become part of the Parker family tradition and visit Parker Buick GMC of Morehead City and ParkerGM.com for the most comfortable car buying around.
When severe weather strikes, I'll be right here in the Storm Track 12 Weather Center. Before, during, and until all threats are gone.
Chief Meteorologist Donnie Cox joins the Storm Track 12 team on February 23rd, right here on WCTI News Channel 12. When severe weather strikes, Eastern Carolina turns to News Channel 12.
It's going to be bitterly cold, dangerously cold.
Much chillier temperatures this morning.
News Channel 12 alerting you to severe weather danger.
All right, welcome back. We're going to be tracking potential for more black ice as we head into your Wednesday morning, then bitterly cold as we head into Thursday and Friday, so make sure you bundle up and take care of the kids and the pets.
Get it all ready. Get the animals in.
Stay warm, and thanks for joining us tonight.
We'll be back at 11. Good night.